Welcome back. I'm gonna try my best to keep it general, but if love pops up, love pops up. Sometimes it really just tends to pop up. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because sometimes my readings may resonate with you and sometimes they may not. It just depends on the day. With that being said, let's get started. So, what's going on with Leo? 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 Oh, okay, one fell out. We have jobs, finances. It came out reverse, but I don't know if I should take it reverse, but we'll see. We have hiding. We have death endings. We have FWB. We have soulmate. We have I'm hurt. Okay, and we have I need you. Okay, I want to clarify what this hiding and soulmate is referring to. What's this hiding and soulmate referring to? What's this hiding and soulmate? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords near it. Okay, can we clarify I'm hurt and job finances? Okay. So why would you be hurt? Can you clarify? Okay. King of Wands. Can you clarify I need you? Need you. Is this the Leos or is this someone else needing a Leo? Okay. Okay, so all right. So this may or may not resonate, but do keep watching because the other messages later on in the reading may resonate. So I'm getting for your finances, Leo. Some of you guys are stable because we do have, well, most of you guys, if not all, are stable because we do have the Four of Wands. So when it comes to finances and jobs and things like that, everything's pretty stable, but you will experience fluctuations, but it's not serious. It's not to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I really can't afford this. I can't even afford food, or this is really going to take a huge hit. Like, I'm not getting that kind of vibe, but just maintain that level of stability because you may feel like you're not making enough, or some of you, you're stable but you feel like you need more, you want more, because there's certain things that require you to pour more into, and I think it's an investment. Like, I feel like there's things that you need to invest in or you want to invest in that require more money, but you may feel like, oh, I don't have enough. I'm stable but I don't have enough. So that's where I'm getting that I'm hurt. So you may feel like, oh, like I want to spend more than my means, basically. But I do see you being strategic, though. You're still being good with your finances and seeing how you can afford a lifestyle that you want without taking a huge hit. But this is basically just a warning, just to be a little bit cautious, okay? Like, don't go too much above your means. But I feel like you really want to do many things, but it requires money, and you may feel like, oh, I just need to make more, okay? In terms of hiding and soulmate, because we have soulmate and hiding, I feel like some of you guys are not paying attention to someone who could be your soulmate, because we do have the Eight of Wands. I feel like your soulmate is right under your nose or either coming into your life soon, but it's like they're hiding, okay? It doesn't even have to be soulmate in a romantic sense. It could even be like soul family. Like, there's someone who's meant to be on your path, who was brought onto your path for a reason, but they're hiding, okay? They're either hiding or like they're hiding in blind. Okay, I'm stuttering. Okay, for the past 2 days, my throat chakra has been off, so I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. Someone doesn't want me to deliver a message, but it's got me tongue tied. Okay, but I feel like some of you are not paying attention to someone who actually is your soulmate because you maybe gave up on the connection. They could have ghosted, you could have ghosted. Someone like is meant to be on your path or part of your soul tribe or your soulmate, but you either didn't really see it at the time or you're not paying attention to that. I feel like you guys are focused on someone else who may not even be your soulmate. It's just meant to serve a lesson, like a temporary situation. But I feel like if you have someone who's like has you in a situation or a friends with benefit situation or something that's not serious, I feel like your guys are putting an ending to that, or that's coming to an end because you realize you want something more authentic and not something that just fuels your ego. And you guys are the Leos, okay? You guys are the lions. You guys rule the sun. So there is going to be a lot of ego naturally when it comes to these situations. It's like you guys want true love. You want the genuine person, but at the same time, it's like there's like this validation that's still got from dealing with people who stroke your ego, even if you know they're basically not the one, but I feel like you guys are slowly like growing out of that, and you're just putting things to an end that are not authentic and that You know, if you don't see a future with me, then I'm not gonna invest anymore. You know, like stay away from people that need you, but they need you, but not with good intentions. They need you to either get their ego stroked, or you need them to get your ego stroked. Whoever it is, flip it whatever side it's on. I feel like you're putting that down, okay? Because I feel like you are ready for something more authentic and rather than just passion based, okay? Because I feel like dealing with people who only give you like this friends with benefits or just very unserious energy, but it's just lurking in the midst. I feel like it's gonna bring you more burden than emotion. So I feel like you're just getting rid of that because I feel like you guys are maturing. Like maybe you guys are reaching an age where you're like, I want to get married, or I just want something to be stable now. Like I'm done with, you know, passing time. Like I'm done with all of this. Like I just want something serious. But you could have, you like, you know, because at the end of the day there is free will, but you could be turning a blind eye to someone who could be potentially your soulmate by dealing with people who you know damn well are not really marriage material or long term for you, you know? But that's just for some of you, Leo. It's not all of you. Okay, so what's going on with Leo? What is going on with Leo? And if you prolong any situation with people who are not really meant to be in your path, but you're just dealing with them out of entertainment, you could end up missing your soulmate, okay? Because there is free will, right? Okay, so what's going on with Leo? Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Death card. Five of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. We also have the Four of Swords next to it. And then the Queen of Swords. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, you could have, either you or someone in the midst, whoever apply where it resonates, someone had a choice to make between two paths or two ways of going about things. It could be in business, it could be in love, could be in passion, whatever it may be. Someone was presented with two different paths or two different ways of doing something or two different people even. And I feel like someone is feeling disappointed in the path they chose. Okay, someone, even like say for example, if it's to do with love, you could have chosen someone who wasn't actually meant for you, and now you're disappointed with that person, or you're disappointed with who you went with, because you could have been the type to have options, right? But for others of you, this is just like a path, like career, or you know, situations, whatever it may be, a way of life, a religion, even something. You could have chosen a different path and you're kind of disappointed with the path you chose because it may take longer to get to where you need to be. Okay, maybe this could even be a career route for some of you where you studied something that you realized that was a waste of your time and you're doing a job that you hate. Yeah, you've discovered what you really want to do, but you feel like, okay, why did I discover that quite late? You know? But it's not too late because you still hold the world in your hand. You can still choose a different route. It's never too late. But for others of you, it could be a person, like you could have went with what was safe or who was stroking your ego the most, not who was actually authentic and real. And some of you are very disappointed. But what I'm getting here is it's never too late, because even though there is a bit of disappointment here, you still hold the world in your hands, so you can still turn it all around, okay? With the King of Pentacles and the Death card, I feel like you guys, through making the wrong decisions or through going through certain things in your life, I feel like not enough healing was done. So that's why it kind of blinded your judgment into making the wrong decision. But what I do see here is positively that you are maturing, you are growing, you are changing, you are transforming. I feel like some of you, something didn't go as planned in the past, but now you're learning from it and you're trying to deal with it and heal from it in private. I feel like no one knows what this is on about. But I feel like you're transforming and you're trying to just remain stable and just focusing on yourself. Like you're like, you know what? All I can do is focus on what is working and what do I have right now and run with it, okay? Which is a really mature approach. Okay, I do feel like regardless, you're always going to keep grinding, keep hustling. Again, some of you felt like you should have started something a lot earlier, or some of you just, I'm just getting a sense of like disappointment or regret for someone, okay? But I feel like regardless, you're not letting it stop you. You're still going to work hard and be consistent and you're just on your grind, okay? I feel like a lot of you may be feeling a little bit on edge, but you're still determined to keep going because I feel like you guys want to be this Empress. Like you want to just embody this, you know, a feeling of abundance and not having to work as hard, okay? I do feel like there's a little bit of distance between you and a person as well. Not sure why, because there's also a little bit of like defensiveness or fear. I feel like someone wants to approach another person, but they feel a bit scared to. But that's a side message for some of you, okay? Okay, what's going to be happening for Leo? What's going to be happening for Leo? We have the Fool card. We have the Lovers card. So you could be doing Aries, Gemini, Libra with the Justice, Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Devil. Okay, it's Capricorn vibes. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Next to it, I do see the Two of Pentacles. This could be in matters of love. I feel like for some of you, you may have options, and you guys may not have been, okay, I feel like some of you Leos, okay, I'm going to be real with you guys because, you know, I'm a tarot reader who's a bit honest. Like, I don't really, like, tell people what they want to hear. I kind of just tell people whatever messages come out and what they need to hear. Some of you in the past always ended up choosing people who were not good for you, but because there was attraction and they stroked your ego at some point, you went for them. What I'm seeing is you guys could be missing out on a soulmate, because your soulmate is not going to be someone who, oh my God, they tick all my boxes and they're so perfect and, you know, I just can recognize them. No, your soulmate is someone who's going to be someone who, you know, they, of course, they're going to tick a lot of your boxes, but they are somebody who they are going to teach you things, okay? And you have to be willing to learn. You can't just say, you know what, I'm right, I'm healed, and I'm perfect, and if someone wants me, they have to come and worship the ground I walk on. Like, no, your soulmate, respectfully, Leo, okay? Your soulmate's not going to do that, okay? Your soulmate's not going to kiss your ass, okay? I know you guys are ruled by the sun, but yeah, your soulmate's not going to worship the ground you walk on. Okay, some of you, it's good that you have high standards, but some of you guys have standards that no human is willing to reach unless they have a lack of self-esteem. Like, in a sense of like, maybe you're the type that like, oh, I don't chase, I attract, and I'm up here. So if someone really wants me, they're gonna have to basically worship me. Like, no shade, but your soulmate's not gonna do that. Your soulmate that I'm picking up on is someone who's very intelligent. Okay, very intelligent. They have high self-esteem themselves. Maybe they are a mirror of you. So the way you may want someone to court you and go above and beyond for you, this person is exactly the same. So that, you know, if you're both like that, who's basically gonna be the first to do it? Do you see what I'm saying? But there's something about your soulmate that will give you and nourish you and heal you in a way where it won't always be comfortable in the beginning, in terms of like, they may challenge you. You may feel a bit triggered. You know, sometimes soulmate connections have that. It's not all hunky-dory, sunshine and lollipops. There are going to be moments where you feel triggered. But you may interpret that triggeredness to be, okay, maybe they're not for me because they upset me. They hurt my ego. But what I'm getting here is sometimes God is trying to send you something you need, not necessarily that you want. So say, for example, if you're still in need of healing, or you need someone to love you, care for you, nourish you, you need to open up your heart. You need to be open to receive that. You need to be open to realizing that, okay, you know, I guess I have high standards, but I also realize that people are still human. No one's perfect, you know? Because what I'm getting here is we have the Devil card and the Fool card. I feel like some of you prioritize what was pleasurable, or what filled your ego, or what felt nice, rather than what was actually meant for you. Because you guys are the fifth house. Well, when I think of you, I think of fifth house. I think of sacral chakra, and that thinks of pleasure. You know, that's what comes to mind, at least. I think of pleasure, enjoyment, entertainment. I don't think of anything like, and don't get me wrong, fifth house is great for like meeting people and, you know, going out there, celebrations. But I just feel like in the past, maybe you guys got out of a really painful situation in a relationship. So then you were just flocking towards what you knew. Like, okay, what feels good? What takes me away from the feeling of remembering everything I've gone through, sort of thing. So like, especially if you guys have been very sexually active, not all of you. This seems like a very specific reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but some of you were just going with, oh, you know, what felt good at the time. But then you're realizing that as you get older, like, you actually need a lot more, like, you want a lot more, basically. Like you want something real, something grounded, something authentic. And I don't want you to think, sorry, I was just drinking. I don't want you to think that I'm coming for you, Leo, because I'm a Leo rising myself. And I understand. Sometimes it feels good to know that, you know, okay, that person is showing interest. That person seems to be doing the most to get my attention. Maybe I'll go with that person. That person looks good. I'll go with that person. But if you guys want a true soulmate, it also involves doing the inner work within yourself, realizing, why am I so attracted to those people who are not good for me? Why am I ignoring those who are good for me? Why am I, you know, it requires self-reflection. And I feel like there's a soulmate here because we do have the lovers. In the past, you've dealt with someone who was like a karmate with the devil card in the form. You dealt with someone who was easygoing, maybe a safe option, maybe just easy. But you have a soulmate here, but this soulmate is someone who is quite, they may come off as a bit detached, a bit cold. Not cold as in mean, but very logic based. And but this person is very fair because the King of Swords is someone who is very fair. They're very balanced. They're very just, but they're just more logical. But there are someone who's willing to, if you have a love language or love languages, they're willing to love you in those love languages. They would like to study you in order to give you the best love. You know, like this person is well intentioned, but you may not pay attention to such people because they don't stroke your ego or they don't go above and beyond for you, because this person is very logical. They're not driven by emotion. They're not driven by pleasure. You know how like the Fool card is like very silly, outgoing, naive. They just do whatever impulses, you know, Aries energy. Like they just do whatever is impulsive for them. Even if it's like low vibrational. Like say for example, it's not a problem if you go to the club or anything, but this is the type of person you'd meet at a club and just basically mess about with. And because they're attractive, like you'd stay within that same vibration. But this soulmate is someone who maybe they're not really into that kind of lifestyle, but they're grounded, they're fair, they're balanced. If you need help, they'll always help you. If you need love, they know how to love you. And this person may just be a little bit more mature. Okay, every action they take is not impulsive. It comes with a sound reason. And maybe you guys may interpret that as boring, but it's someone who's is basically healthy for you. Someone who's not going to cheat. Someone who's not going to waste your time. But this may trigger you because you may feel like, well, I would like someone who can at least, you know, stroke my ego and at least do this, I do this, do that. But you may interpret their feelings to feel like they don't like you. And then you will be most likely to go with someone who shows interest, even if it's through passion, rather than someone who's a bit too logical. Or some of you, like, especially for a male Taurus, no, sorry, a male Leo. Why did I say Taurus? Maybe you guys are dealing with a Taurus, but if you're a male Leo, like it's kind of giving the energy of like, oh, you'll go for a woman who is willing to fuck on the first night over a woman who's basically wanting to get to know you and to connect with you intellectually first before falling in love. You know, I feel like you could have chosen somebody who is not really meant for you long term over somebody who basically could be a demisexual, where you fall in love after establishing an emotional connection. Maybe your soulmate is the type to be friends first and you felt like, that's too long. Let me go for someone who will fuck me the same day I met them, kind of thing, if you're a male, you know? But either way, I feel like you guys need to be embodying this Queen of Wands energy where regardless of like your love life or not, like you're still wanting to make the right decisions based upon logic and confidence in what you're doing, you know, so that you don't have to live life with regrets. So I feel like now you're walking away from anything that is basically low vibrational and doesn't really serve you. Because I feel like before you were so conflicted, and I feel like now you want someone who is just healthy for you and you're trying to search for that, okay? Or you're going to be searching for that because that's what you're going to do. I hope this really makes sense because I'm not going to lie, I do feel a bit confused. I feel like my mind is being, you know, fuzzled, but I hope it resonates with someone. So what's being hidden from Leo? Ooh, we have the Two of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the High Priestess. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. What's that next to? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, that's good. What's being hidden from you is really cute. You have a potential to find someone who you can really connect with and establish a really good relationship with. There's going to be an opportunity to grow a connection in the near future. With the Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, I do see that right now. I feel like either you are kind of just staying in your own little element, or like, say for example, if you're just trying to stay away from love or just trying to give like things a break, you could have had many options, but now you're kind of taking a break from dating or a break from love. Someone is actually admiring you from a distance. They see your value and they want to invest in you, but you may not be seeing that, so that's what's being hidden to you. But there is a potential for you to find love, okay? And I do see with the Three of Wands and the High Priestess, I feel like if you keep moving forward and you keep using your intuition and kind of keep certain things to yourself, don't tell everyone your plans, but keep moving forward and using your intuition, I see things working out for you faster. Okay, you're moving right now at a slower pace, but I feel like the more you use your intuition, the more you will get the results that you're looking for, whatever it may be in love or career. Okay, but I do sense this could either be even collabs or working together, business adventures together, but I feel like overall love and contentment is yours. Okay, you don't realize that even though you may be in your own little world, or you may not be paying attention to love right now, that you have people who really love you and admire you from a distance, or you have someone who at least is doing that. So that's what's being hidden from you. So what does Leo need to know? Okay, we have the Six of Swords, the Devil card, the Hierophant, the Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune, and what's this? The King of Cups. And then we have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like keep winning. 1 second. Sorry guys, I'm just drinking coffee. But basically, what you need to know is that if you keep moving forward in your life without looking back, without thinking about all the past memories or the past things you've gone through, if you try your best to keep moving forward, you're going to be a lot happier. And there are some people that you need to abandon. There's some people you need to leave in your past. They can't come with you in order for you to achieve this happiness. Okay. When it comes to the Wheel of Fortune and the Devil card, stay away from people who are being a bit too unpredictable. Okay, a bit too hard to read. Those are the types of people that they may disappoint you. Like, you know, those people who are like happy one day and then happy not one day. Yeah, you guys, some of you could be also battling through something like maybe there's a certain habit you want to get rid of, and at days you feel fine, at days you don't. But you will overcome it. I do feel like you guys are going to enter a commitment, or you're going to feel spiritually drawn to someone who's very compassionate and very loving, very understanding, very loyal very soon. So that's good. And I feel like with the Five of Swords, you may feel stuck at times, but you're being asked to keep winning. Because I know the Five of Swords is like winning at all costs, but don't be sneaky, okay? Don't be catty. Just keep going, okay? Don't allow anyone to manipulate you. Keep striving for whatever you're trying to strive towards. If anyone is making you feel conflicted as well, like mentally, because I did see the Hangman next to it, they gotta go. Stay away from people who are not very clear, okay? If you want clear answers, ask someone. If they confuse you again, or they're not telling you something, or they're keeping things from you, or just basically just cut them out, okay? You don't need to be confused, because that's how people end up manipulated, okay? Can I get a 10 card spread for Leo? 10 card spread for Leo. What does Leo need to know in the future? Okay, we have the Five of Wands. We have the Temperance. We have the Hierophant. We have the Page of Pentacles. I think that goes there. And we have the Four of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, I think that will go there. And the Eight of Cups, we have the Judgment, we have the King of Swords, we have the Lovers, and we have the Justice. Overall, we have the Knight of Swords. I feel like someone's coming towards you with the Knight of Swords. Either you're going towards someone or someone's coming towards you. Someone wants to talk. I do feel that at the current time, even if you have moments where you feel a bit internally conflicted, some of you may have certain insecurities, and many people would be shocked to know you have insecurities, because people usually tend to think that Leos are very confident, and usually you guys are, because you guys rule the solar, not the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and you guys are ruled by the sun, right? But people don't know that internally you may struggle with certain things. And maybe you're the type to not ask for help. However, on the outside, you may come off as very composed, like everything's okay. I feel like you're trying to get a hold of your emotions and trying to remain in balance, okay? The obstacle here is the Hierophant. Some of you may not even realize it, but you may not actually be ready for a commitment, or you're giving out a vibe that you can't commit. It's weird because, you know, I've dealt with a lot of people myself, and everyone swears up and down like, no, I want a relationship. Yeah, you want one because you want to, you know, be in love. You want to be nurtured and you want to nurture. I get it. Everybody wants that. But some people are just not commitment ready because they haven't done enough healing to even recognize who's a good person, who isn't a good person for them. And oftentimes when you're used to being in relationships that are toxic, it becomes familiar to you. So anything that involves a lot of passion, whether it's anger, whether it's sex, whether it's lust, or whatever it may be, you may associate that with more fun. But anything that seems healthy may seem boring. You know, like I feel like when you haven't done enough healing, it will feel boring. You know, you may feel like, oh, that's not my person. You know, and it's like, yeah, you'll go on dates and stuff like that, but there'll always be an element of, why do I feel a bit disconnected? So some people may interpret your energy that way, even if that's not what you're trying to come across. They may feel like, I don't know if Leo actually really likes me, you know? And maybe you're the type that like you want to be pursued, but then they may take that as maybe you just don't like them. Like you're not making the effort, you know? So I don't know. Getting commitment is just in this reading is just being seen as an obstacle. I don't know for what reason, but I'm just throwing out suggestions here. But in the past, you were emotionally drained. I feel like you gave and gave and gave until you couldn't give anymore to some connection. So I feel like this is a past feeling. But I feel like subconsciously you would like someone to put some little effort. Like you're not asking for someone to like be grandiose right now, but it would be nice if someone could put a little bit of an effort. Okay. I feel like what you're feeling like doing is doing some soul searching and doing some shadow work, working on yourself, and then coming back when you're ready. And that doesn't have to be in love, but that could just be in general. What's to come is you may have to be faced with a decision on what you want to invest in. It could be career-wise, but this could also just be juggling with responsibilities. I feel like you'll be making a really big decision, whether to either give a second chance to someone or something, or put something to rest. Right now, you're being seen as the King of Swords, so you're trying to be more logical-minded. You may come off as cold, but with good reason, though. You're just trying to use your head more. I feel like you do desire a soulmate connection, or it could be a Gemini, but a soulmate connection. I feel like the outcome is justice. So whatever you deserve, you're going to get, okay? So don't even worry. Things will work out in the end, okay? I don't know if this reading even makes sense. It just felt so like, I felt like I was reading for like, I mean, of course I'm reading for a lot of people, but it felt like too many different plots and storylines. Okay, so if you made it to this far, that's so cool. Okay, any information / advice you have for Leo? I don't even know what to title this. We have adaptability, we have success, and we have productivity. So this is really good. This is more about career. If you keep grinding productivity, you're going to achieve success. You have to be adaptable. There's something about the way you operate that needs to be more open. Like it can't just be, okay, I'm used to doing this. You can't have the mentality of my way or the highway when it comes to a certain thing. So that's just what's coming up, that you need to be a bit more flexible. But we have loyalty at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like in terms of a fan base or like support or even love, like you do have people who want to support you and be there for you. So don't even worry. Any advice you have for Leo? We have romance. Oh, you're attracting new love. The situation will improve. And we have in the near future, yeah, you will attract someone better in the future, but you just need to do the inner work. And we have be assertive. And I feel like you guys are Leos. You don't need to be told that. You guys are naturally assertive. Okay. What advice you have for Leos? We have you're not for everyone. Okay, embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Yeah, you guys need to just embrace who you are. You don't need to, especially if you're someone who suffers from imposter syndrome, like you don't need to look at what everybody else is doing and then emulate them. Like you could just be your authentic self. You could just think, I want to do this. And no matter how weird it comes across, as long as it's the authentic you, be you, because that's what's going to attract people who are more in your soul tribe. Okay, we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. And we have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Yeah, if you're in a karmic situation or a relationship or relationships, yeah, there's a reason why it's karmic. You need to learn a lot of lessons and take the lessons and run with it. But follow your intuition before anything makes sense. It won't make sense now, but it will make sense with time. We also have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Yeah, there's a need for you to heal yourself. Some of you may have like gaslighted yourself into thinking, yeah, I am healed, I am ready for love. Yeah, it is what it is. I can date. But there's a reason why it's not working right now. Okay, there is a lot of like inner work that needs to be done. Okay, any love advice you have for Leo? We have past life relationship. Yeah, you could be connecting with people you've met in a past life. Let your friends help you, ask and accept for support from others. This is also telling me that you guys need to establish friendships first before relationships, because I feel like that way you can get to know someone. I feel like when people are dating, they'll put on their best mask on in the beginning and then eventually the mask will fall off. You need to establish good friendships with people first and be consistent if you expect them to be also consistent with you. And that's how you get to know people, okay? We have worth waiting for. Divine timings at work in your love life. So the love that you're seeking will take time, okay? But by the time you do get that love, it may be the one, because we do have this could be the one at the bottom of the deck. So it may take a while for you to find that person. I feel like by you guys, like, some of you guys could have been rushing the process, and that's why you're coming and meeting people who are not really on your level or not really ready for you, okay? The key is to make sure you're finding someone who's right for you, even if it means waiting, okay? But in the meantime, just focus on yourself and do the shadow work. But that's what I'm getting. I hope it resonates, because I'm not going to lie, that really did feel confusing, but maybe someone in the world will make sense of what I'm saying. But I hope that resonates. Take care. Bye.